Hello everyone, and this is BioPhoenix here. So today we're going to be doing another top 10 list on video game music, and this time it's going to be on top 10 of my favorite video game songs with lyrics in them. So it's a pretty simple concept, just a song that happens to be in a video game that just has singing in it. I mean, it's pretty common that most video game songs are instrumental, but it is always interesting to hear ones that do have lyrics within them. And I'm gonna try and focus more on ones that play during gameplay, not so much ones that play in openings or like credit themes or stuff like that, because those are pretty easy to narrow down, and also I've done a list before talking about favorite openings of video games. But I might be cheating a little bit on this in this list, because there is, I think, like 2 songs in here that do play during like an opening, but the thing is, they're pretty obscure games, so it's not like it's going to be something that everyone's going to know about. But most of the ones that I'm mentioning do play during gameplay. But one other thing I will say for the record is that there is going to be quite a few cheesy songs I'm going to be mentioning in here, so I'm sure some people are going to be like, what the fuck, really? Like, you like this shit? And I'll be like, yeah, because I like cheese. But anyways, let's start getting on with the list. So at number 10, we have Goku Densetsu Magic Beast Warriors on the PS1 with Track 1. Yeah, it's one of those song titles. So this right here is a very oddball fighting game that was only released in Japan, and this one might be something I might review in the future. I don't know, I streamed it a little bit one time, but the music in this game is actually pretty damn good, I'm not gonna lie. And this song right here is one of the few ones in the game that has lyrics in them, and well, it's pretty fucking cheesy as hell. But I do find it to be really catchy, and also weirdly enough, since the game is only in Japanese, this song is actually sung in English, so there's another oddity for that. As for number 9, we have Burning Rangers with Burning Hearts. Yep, this is another cheesy one, but I gotta say, this one is actually pretty fucking epic. But as again, it also happens to be very catchy, and I just really like it a lot. No matter which version you're listening to, whether it be the Japanese or the English one, I actually really dig both of them. So I'm not sure which one I would prefer over the other, but with that said though, the song just always puts a smile on my face because it's just so freaking happy.
Flow fast we deliver to the future land. For the growing world of tomorrow we strive. Passing through the matrix of data, driving you into cyber dive. Even when you're lost in darkness, you must believe in tomorrow, it will come. Just like angels with burning hearts will face the risk of our lives. Side of night I cheer to embrace the magic. Visions displayed on the monitors. Can you see the moon and the stars and the sun? Could they be in our imagination? Side of night I cheer to embrace the magic. Starting an adventure for our future. We are all hoping for setting out to lead us to the new universe. To the brand new sky we dive. Wings we have up shining white. Aquamarine colored sky. Fly high with grace and pride. We're gonna make it right. Dream of people we're powered by. Running at the speed of light. Just do it, just Burning Rangers.
And as for number 8, we have Outrun 2, Night Flight. Yep, we got ourselves another Sega title in here. So the first thing I gotta say is that every time I play Outrun 2, I always pick this song most of the time because, well, I just freaking love it. Mostly for the guitar in this song, I just really love that a whole lot, and the singing of this song kinda reminds me a little bit of Sonic R. I don't think it's the same singer, but kinda reminds me of that a little bit, but just, more rock. And that, in my opinion, is never a bad thing. As for number 7, we have Lancer 3 with To Your Tomorrow. Okay, so this song does play at the ending of the game, but the thing is, you also do hear many different versions of it playing throughout the game, so I think it counts enough. So just like a lot of the songs within the Lancer series, I do find them to be very relaxing, and this one especially. And as again, I think the English and the Japanese ones are both really good. Also, I really like that drum beat they have in the background, it's just really good stuff. But yeah, this might actually be my favorite song within the game. And as for number 6, we have Guitar Man with Flying to Your Heart. So this is a very odd rhythm game that came from the company Koei, if you could believe it. Now, I've only played very little of this game, and from what I played of it, it seemed good, but it's really fucking hard. Or maybe I just suck at it, but either way though, the music in this game is actually pretty rad. And this song right here is indeed a techno song, which may seem kind of weird that you'd be playing a techno song on guitar, but there is actually guitars in it though. But it's still pretty great stuff. So the song is very catchy, and I also do find that this song does remind me a lot of when I used to play DDR a lot. So in an odd way, it kinda takes me back, even though I never played this game growing up, but hey, that's always cool. for number 5, we have Yakuza with E.G. Sakura. Yeah, I feel like I had to mention at least one song that you sung within the karaoke parts. And it was pretty tough to pick one for that. A lot of them are really good, and also they just have some really over-the-top music videos that are just so fucking awesome. But this is one song that always got stuck in my head, and I do mean that in a good way because, man, this song is just catchy as hell. Also, might I add that the voice actor for Kiryu definitely is a great singer. And as for number 4, we have the main theme of Blue Breaker Burst. Okay, so this one I am cheating on, but like I said, this is a game that you probably weren't expecting me to mention at all, let alone even knew about, and if you did, well, that was one hell of a lucky guess, that's for sure. But I feel like I just have to mention this song because it's just so fucking awesome sounding, and I would have mentioned it in my top favorite openings, but, you know, I didn't know about the game at the time, so fuck it, I'm mentioning it here, and yeah, I fucking love this song. It kind of reminds me of the opening theme for Magic Knight Rare, so that's always a great thing because I fucking love the opening to that one too. So it is your pretty typical 90s anime opening style, but I always love that shit, so it's always welcome in my books. As for number 3, we have Persona 5 with Life Will Change. For anyone that knows me, I mean, are you surprised by this? I mean, holy fuck. Now, I always do mention a lot of songs from the SNT series in general, but yeah, this song is just amazing shit. But what else can I add here? I mean, like, every time I listen to this song, I just feel fucking pumped and want to get those calling cards out, bitches.
It's not a game, I'm not a robot, and I'm challenging you. I'm not a phantom, I'm in your face and I'm here to see it through. Right before your eyes, watches multiply. Got the memorized, it's time. As the power grows,
as for number 2, we have Nier with Song of the Ancients Devila. As again, for anyone that knows me pretty well, this is another one that I usually do mention within my list, but because I mentioned so many songs from the Nier series, I figured I'd mention one that I haven't mentioned before. And if you know the music in this game, you know damn well it's hard to pick a favorite because there's just so many fucking good songs. But yeah, what more can I say? This one is just find it to be very relaxing. I love the guitar in it, and of course the singing in it is just fucking majestic as fuck. And well, I can just never get tired of listening to it, and same thing with any of the other versions of Song of the Ancients. But I always really like listening to this one, especially in-game when you're standing around with the water fountain with Devila playing it. Yeah, you don't want to leave, you just want to sit there and just listen. So before we get to the number 1 spot, let's run down some honorable mentions. So the first one we're going to mention here is The World Ends With You, Calling. And then there's Sonic R with Living in the City. Yeah, I had to say it like that. And yeah, I like the music within Sonic R. And then we have Stella Glow with Ice World. And then there's Fairy Fencer F with Full Contact, because this is another really cheesy ass song that reminds me of the Power Ranger theme song. And finally I'll mention is Metal Gear Rising Revengeance with It Has to Be This Way, which is the final boss theme, and honestly, I really wanted to talk about this one, but because Konami has to be such a fuck shit about like copyright claims in their songs and videos, in fact they're even worse than anything that Nintendo has ever done, so yeah, way to go Konami. Good job. So now, as for the number 1 spot, we have... Okay, I'm just kidding. But in all seriousness though, I do find that song to be really catchy, but I figured I'd might as well fuck with you guys' heads. So anyways, this is the real number 1 spot, and it happens to be Art and Elko 3, EXEC Rebirthia Protocol. As again, if you've been around my channel for a while, you've known that I used to talk about this series quite a lot and praising its music for being one of the greatest shit ever. But as much as I love the first game in the series, I wanted to pick a song from the third game, which is the Black Sheep. And yeah, say what you will about the game itself, where the gameplay is kinda odd, and of course the story in the game is just so fucking bizarre. I don't even know what the fuck they were thinking, but either way though, say what you will on that, but one thing you can't knock is the game's music. And this song right here is just fantastic, and it's definitely one of the most memorable things about the game. Also, the song was actually being sung by a Japanese singer known as Koika. At least I think that's how you pronounce it. Well, either way, you're looking at the way how it's spelt on the screen, and of course, I had to check out her stuff that were not like a part of the game series, and well, I definitely became a fan because she's really fucking good. that takes us to the end of this top 10 list of my favorite video game music with lyrics in them. So what are some of your favorite ones that I didn't mention? Feel free to suggest so, and of course with that being said, thanks for watching, commenting, and have yourselves a great day.